Crime and Punishment. Today, I want to talk about the case of Dalia Dippolito. Dalia is a normal Florida woman. She had a typical childhood growing up as she went to Catholic school, then high school, and even went on to get her real estate license. In 2008, Dalia met Michael. They were attracted to each other instantly, and soon tied the knot of marriage. It all seems simple enough. But then, what happened to make Dalia hire a hitman to kill her husband? Well, both Michael and Dalia were not perfect citizens. Michael was a convicted con man who had been getting money from investors fraudulently. Supposedly, Dalia did not know about Michael and only found out when Michael's parole officer visited them. Although Michael claims Dalia was informed of his past, Michael was also married at the time. He coincided with Dalia. However, according to Dalia, he was in the midst of divorce, or else she would not have begun a relationship with him. None of these were notable enough scandals to justify hiring an assassin to murder Michael. Now, even though Dalia had a real estate license, her meeting with Michael was anything but natural. At the time, Dalia was also working as an escort and met Michael when he requested an escort service one night. Nevertheless, despite both of their pasts, the two fell in love immediately. Dalia claims she found Michael attractive and that they loved to cuddle together in bed. Michael divorced his wife and married Dalia 5 days later. The couple lived peacefully, or so it appeared. Just after 6 months, the police discovered Dalia hiring a killer to murder Michael. After getting married, Dalia sometimes got in contact with her former lover, Mohammed. At first, Dalia would interact with Mohammed and talk about getting back together. During this time, Dalia would plant drugs on Michael to get him caught and sent back to prison. Michael reported that after meeting Dalia, he suddenly started undergoing frequent encounters with the police. They would often pull him over because of unknown points that claimed Michael was dealing with drugs. Furthermore, Michael also claimed Dalia once attempted to spike his drink with antifreeze. It seems that at this point, Dalia was determined to take things further to get rid of her husband. Started conspiring with Mohammed to exclude her husband from the picture and settled on hiring an assassin. She created the whole crime with Mohammed. At first, Mohammed did not think Dalia was serious. However, lucky for Michael, Mohammed chose to tip off the police about Dalia's intentions for her husband when he realized Dalia was serious, and even tried to poison her husband's drink. Mohammed approached the Boynton Police Department with the information that Dalia was planning to hire an assassin to murder her husband. Police were reluctant at first, but assured Mohammed they would work together with a secret agent to get the proof they required. Accordingly, the police fitted Mohammed's car with cameras to record his communications with Dalia. This recording, which the police department has since issued to the public, shows Dalia planning the crime with Mohammed. He tells her that the hitman wants $7,000 for the job, along with a $1,200 deposit.
Guy Muhammad walks into the Boynton Beach police station and he says, I know a woman who's trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
She asked if I knew someone who can kill her husband for her.
The man, Mohammed Shahadi, was recorded as he talked to detectives about his one-time lover, Dalia Dippolito. He tells police he's speaking out to save the man's life.
Are you scared for the guy?
Yes, because she's really, dead serious on getting this done.
It's quite a story, if true, because while he can describe Dalia,
She's maybe 5'6", 5'7", dark black hair. She's a good-looking girl. Really good-looking girl, actually.
he can't even tell cops her last name or her address.
Well, at the time, we didn't know what to believe. We were kind of, weren't sure what we had.
They had the reservations. They had to say, let's see some proof.
To get proof, the cops make Mohammed a confidential informant. He arranges to meet Dalia at this gas station. Cops are staked out as their mystery woman arrives.
And she actually stepped out of the car. We were surprised because she didn't look like the type.
She didn't look like a killer, but Detective Alex Moreno says she's about to show her true colors.
Hey, what's up?
She gets into Mohammed's silver Lexus. While you can't quite see them on the hidden camera cops had installed, you can sure hear them talking about a hitman.
This guy's a professional. It's not bull.
Once she gets in the car and she meets up with the informant, we realized that this guy was credible.
His mom is not going to get suspicious of you or anything like
Why
that.
me? Like, do you know what
She
telling
say
somebody
that-
it? Nobody's gonna be able to point a finger at me.
She's just talking about it like she's ordering lunch.
Randy Schultz is a columnist for the Sun Sentinel newspaper.
You think, this is just so cold, not really acting like the typical newlywed, shall we say.
Mohammed tells Dalia the hitman wants $1,200 to buy a gun. She comes prepared. She has a wad of cash in her bag and counts it out and hands it over. And shortly afterward, gives him a photo of Mike.
Wipe my pants off the pictures. Really? You're gonna give him something with fingerprints all over?
And at that moment, the detectives realized, we've got her. This is real. She just handed him $1,200 in a picture of the husband that she once murdered.
We were shocked how easily she talked about getting her husband killed.
2 days later, the talk turns to action in this CVS parking lot. She's not there to pick up a prescription.
So I came here, I pretty much parked in this exact spot right here.
This is Witty Jean, an undercover police officer.
She parked one to the third space from here.
Police say Dalia thinks she is meeting an actual hitman in his cherry red convertible.
Staying in here, right?
All right, yeah.
Okay.
He makes his plan crystal clear.
I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do it and when exactly it's going to be done.
A burglary gone wrong that leaves Mike dead.
Everybody works in the daytime.
Right.
When he's at work, when he's not at work, then, he gets to it ahead.
For the undercover detective, he really wants to nail Dalia, make sure he's got it on tape and on camera that she is really going to pay him to kill her husband. And he says, are you sure, Dalia?
Between now and when it's done, you're not going to have an option to change your mind, even if you change your mind.
No, there's no, I'm determined
Definitely
already.
you wanna do
I'm positive, 5,000% sure.
There it is. The press would have a field day with this line. Listen again. She's 5,000% sure.
I'm positive, 5,000% sure. No, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it.
No, she wasn't just 100% sure. She was 5,000% sure that she wanted her husband killed.
I was a little shocked because I didn't think she was going to be that open.
Dalia never backs off.
No, I'm not going to, I'm a lot tougher than what I look. I know you're like, oh, what a cute little girl, whatever. But I'm not.
You are. You're extremely beautiful.
Thank you, but I just need to make sure everything's going to take care of.
The not-so-cute little girl agrees to a plan. She will leave the house early Wednesday morning.
I'll be in the house by 6:30 Wednesday morning. 6 o'clock.
Sure enough, she's at this gym around 6 a.m. Wednesday, leaving Mike Dippolito home alone, in bed, still recovering from liposuction from 2 weeks before.
At this point, the police have all the evidence they need. These are experienced officers. You know that you have enough. You have a case. Done. End of story. But not end of television show.
Television show?
Bad boys, what you gonna do when they come for you?
That's right. Turns out a reality show has come to Boynton Beach.
Got the video?
Yep.
And the timing couldn't be better. They'll be able to film the last part of the police investigation.
Detectives, they were going to stage this fake crime scene.
I hear a banging on the door.
Sergeant Sheridan, Point Police Department.
The TV show cameras are rolling when police wake up Mike. That's Officer Moreno at the door.
Your wife has hired a person to kill you.
Relax, just relax. Take it easy. Take a deep breath. Daddy, sit down.
The guy was totally in shock that this was going on.
I was very surprised. I was like, because then it hit me like, this is a mess.
They drive him away and transform the street to make it appear they're really investigating Mike's murder. The TV show Cops, along with Boynton Beach Police, have cameras rolling when a detective calls Dalia at the gym.
We're at your residence, ma'am. Can you come right back to your residence, please?
She's back in a flash, and now watch carefully. You be the judge of what happens next.
Is your husband Michael? Okay, I'm sorry to tell you, ma'am. He's been killed. He's been killed, ma'am. I'm sorry. Listen. Try to calm down.
We know the cops are acting.
I can't let you see him, ma'am.
What about Dalia?
I need you to take her to the station.
Amidst all of that tremors and shaking of her body, there wasn't any real tears coming out of her eyes.
The crying, the screaming, the bending over. Meryl Streep, wherever you are tonight, don't worry, you're safe.
They hustled Dalia off to this interrogation room for questioning. Another recorded moment.
Are you sure that you don't know anybody who want to kill your husband? You wouldn't want to kill him, I hope. Not at all.
It's almost like something out of Law and Order.
There's no more games with you and I. Now we're going to get down to serious business. I want to know if you know this guy. Come here.
They bring in Officer Witty Jean, the supposed hitman from the car.
Get over here. You know who this guy is?
No.
You've never seen him before?
I've never seen him before.
She just stared at him. She said she didn't know him.
And then call it a resurrection.
Oh my God!
He's alive.
Police have another surprise for Dalia Dippolito.
Here, please. Come here. Mike, come here.
She sees her husband, and he's alive.
The show Cops captures this moment as well.
Come here, please. Come here. Why not? I didn't do anything to you. Mike, come here, please.
What? You're alive? I love that moment, and I'm sure a jury will too.
You're going to jail today for solicitation of murder. You're under arrest.
I didn't do anything.
Did you hear what I just told you?
You kept saying, I didn't do anything.
Please, I didn't do anything.
Was that all you could think of to say?
They were accusing me of trying to have my husband killed, and I didn't.
Didn't do anything? What about the hitman? What about all those tapes?
Dalia then calls her husband from jail.
Hello? Hey, it's me. Yeah, what's up? Nothing, Mike. Can you please come here? Hey, listen, I don't want to fight with you. Honestly. I can't help you. Don't you understand what just happened? What they're saying is not true. How is that possible? Like, I'm sitting here. It's not true. It's not possible. You wouldn't even give me 2 minutes to talk to you, but it's not possible. What they are saying is not true. How in the hell did I hear it and see it? I heard what you heard. It's not true. I heard what you heard and I saw what you saw. Everything they showed you, they showed me. And how is it not? How are you telling me that? I am giving you my word that it's not true. What do you... Dad, I couldn't help you if I wanted to. Like, please, I need an attorney. Can you please help me? It's not true. Your brother was here and I spoke to him. And he's going to go talk to your mom. I called them for you already. Right? So everybody knows where you're at. I took care of it. I know that. I need your help, okay? This is not true. I heard Dalia, too. Look, how do you explain what I saw and heard? Like, I am limited on my phone call. You know more than anybody. It's not true. Just give me time so I can talk to you. What did it say? I saw it. I heard it. I saw what you saw and I heard what you heard. Okay, what the f***? You said you wanted to have me killed. I heard that. It's not true. That is not true. How is it not true? How can you believe that? I heard your voice. How can you believe it? That isn't the point. I heard you say it. It's not. I heard what you heard, and it's not. What did I hear then? I heard you say.
I heard the tape. Okay, I heard the tape and I saw pictures and I saw the whole 9 yards. I saw all of it.
So why would you meet a black guy in a parking lot? Explain that.
I'm sitting here on the phone. I will tell you when I see you in person. Please.
You're not. I can't come there anyway. I'm not allowed there.
That's not true. Who said that? They tell you that on purpose. That's not true.
I don't know what you could tell me. Even if, let's pretend, I said, oh, it's all better. I can't. They're charging your ass. Don't you get it?
Like, I didn't do anything. Please.
I don't know what to say to you. I can't help you.
What do you mean?
It's out of my hands.
You're not even trying.
What am I supposed to do?
You're supposed to get me an attorney, please, so I can talk to you.
You know, one thing after another. You can't explain this one. You know? Come on, man. What do you mean, Dalia? You met a guy in a parking lot.
You know me, okay? You needed me yesterday. I took you right to Fort Lauderdale because of your thing, because of this, because of that. Every time you need me, I am here for you. Every single time, and there's no denying that.
So why would you meet a guy in a parking lot and hand him $1,200 and say, yes, I want him dead?
I didn't give anybody $1,200. Period. Where they got that from, I have no idea. I never gave anybody money. I never paid anybody money. I never anything. Nothing of nothing of nothing, and you have my word. Nothing.
I saw you with this guy in the truck or whatever the it was. I saw it. I heard your voice clearly. What? I don't understand.
I did not say those things. Period.
So how did they get your voice on that tape recorder?
Like, I'm limited with my time, please. Okay? Can you please help my mom? Please.
What can I do?
You can get me money, please.
Is she going to call me?
No, why would she call you? Call my mom.
I did call her already. I spoke to her, and she didn't believe anything I said, and I didn't say anything bad. I let her know.
Because you didn't want to help her. I already talked to my mom. You didn't offer to help her. You just said, okay, well, you know, whatever.
You gotta be kidding me, man. Look, Dalia, I heard you say that shit.
Like, I'm telling you right now, okay?
You can't fix it. You gotta listen to me. You need to get your lawyer. Your mom's gonna get you. I spoke to your brother. And you need to just handle it. Because, Dalia, listen, if I go screaming to the judge or whatever, I say, oh, it's okay, they're charging your ass.
Like, it doesn't matter, period.
It doesn't matter. You can hire 5 lawyers. They're charging your ass. They have your voice, your face, everything on tape. You're in a lot of trouble. I'm trying to help you.
Are you trying to help me? How?
Because I'm trying to get your head, get off the bullshit, and understand what's going on here.
What bullshit would that be?
I'm
sitting here.
How are you going to sit there and tell me that? How are you going to tell me that you didn't say it, you didn't do it? When I saw you say it, and I saw you do it.
Do you have any idea how I was when they told me what supposedly happened to you, how I got, and how I was, and how everything?
Right, and you wanted me 500 or 5,000% dead.
That's not true.
You're absolutely
That's
sure,
not
right?
true. I heard what you heard, and that's not true.
And what did you hear then?
I heard the 5,000% sure. I heard, what else did I hear? I heard the whole thing. Everything you heard, I heard. And not once.
What are you disputing about it?
I never wanted to dead, period. I never paid anybody. I never gave any money. I never anything.
What did you him for?
I didn't do anything. It's what I'm trying to tell you.
Why were you exposed to a video camera and a tape recorder? Why?
Can you meet me in person so I can talk to you?
No.
Why?
Explain that to me right now.
Why?
Why should I?
Because you know me. Okay, whenever you need me, I am there for you, period. You know that. Or am I not? You couldn't even get off the couch the other day, and I came, and I brought you dinner, and I this, and I that, and I always make sure you're always taken care of. You're always everything. I never, ever, 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 ever in my wildest dreams ever want that for you, ever.
Well, you said it, Dalia. You hired a guy.
No, I did not say anything, period. I didn't say anything.
I heard you.
I didn't say anything. I heard what you heard, and it didn't say that.
What the f***? I heard you say it. How did you not hear it? Honey, how did you not hear it? I heard you. I heard you. I saw you. You know? I saw it. I heard it. I don't understand what you're arguing with me about. And what are those two safety deposit fees? What are they to? My money?
No, it's the papers. What are you talking about?
The keys they found in your purse. Was that where my money's hiding right now?
No, they're just regular papers.
No. They were safety deposit keys. I know what they look like.
Right, and it's got papers. That's it.
Well, listen. I don't know how you're going to actually have the nerve to sit here and lie to me now. I don't understand. Like, I heard you say it, Dalia. I saw your mouth do it. Okay? I can't help you even if I wanted to. Do you get it?
Why don't you want to?
It's out of my hands.
You're not even trying. It's different if you're trying. You're not even trying.
What could I possibly do for you? I don't get it. What could I do?
You're not even trying.
Trying what? I'm sitting here like a dumbass.
Please. Okay, they're getting ready to take me again.
Dalia, I'm gonna give you some advice, and you need to listen. You're gonna be lying around in there for a little while, a couple days. You need to just try and relax and just go with it, and keep to yourself and don't say a lot.
Like, I love you. Don't do this to me. I'm sitting here. Everybody treated me awful. Sure, I can't do anything to you. You know me. Everyone here is being awful to me.
I can't help you. There's nothing I can do to help you.
Dalia had 3 separate trials and 2 convictions. In the first trial in 2011, the prosecutors showed the recordings as proof. They argued that Dalia wanted to kill her husband so that she could take possession of all his wealth and get back together with her former boyfriend. They even read out clear and graphic text messages between Dalia and her ex-lover Muhammad. However, Dalia later declared that she never sent those messages and Michael sent them. Consequently, the judge deemed Dalia guilty, calling her plan pure evil, and sentenced her to 20 years in prison. However, in 2014, the guilty conviction was overturned by an appellate court because the jury for the first trial was not properly selected. After that, Dalia was on house arrest, during which she got pregnant and had a son. In 2017, in the third trial, Dalia's attorneys presented the defense that the entire performance was to get on a famous reality TV show.
It is the alleged murder-for-hire case that has made national headlines, and tonight, the woman at the center of it, Dalia Dippolito, takes the stand with an unusual defense. Here's ABC's Lindsay Davis.
Stand for the first time since her arrest in 2009 and her conviction in 2011.
I was accused of something that I didn't do.
Trying to explain away that incriminating video. Her explanation, she was simply acting.
This is supposed to be something you guys are going to put online so that you can get publicity.
On social media, yeah.
On social media.
Right. So we can try to get an acting job from it.
Dalia says it was all part of a plan she hatched with her then husband, Michael Dippolito, and former lover, Mohammed Shahadi, to get famous.
So this was acting.
Yeah.
But prosecutors say that was no act and allege she promised to pay this undercover cop posing as a hitman to kill her husband of 6 months. Ex-husband Mike Dippolito says he couldn't wait to see what she'd say in court.
Let me know when she's going. I'll be sitting in the back with popcorn. I'd love to see this.
Walking.
I have to give her credit for originality. I do. I have to give her credit for being original. Supposedly, Dalia, Michael, and Muhammad were all on this reality TV show, and it followed the storyline from Burn Notice. Michael refused any such participation, Furthermore, Dalia's side also accused the Boynton Police Department of pressuring Muhammad and blowing events out of proportion only for the sake of the TV show Cops, which was presented the day of Dalia's arrest. Nevertheless, she was still found guilty and sentenced this time to 16 years in prison.
All right, remain seated, court back in session. Okay, please be seated. I understand we have a verdict, so let's bring in the jury. And clerk may publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 15th Judicial Circuit, Criminal Division, in and for Palm Beach County, Florida, case number 09-CF-009771, A and B, Division W. State of Florida versus Dalia Dippolito, defendant. Verdict. We, the jury, find as follows. As to count one, we find the defendant guilty of solicitation to commit first-degree murder as charged in the information. So say we all, the 16th day of June, 2017, in West Palm Beach County, Florida, jury foreperson, Thomas Haynes.
Was committed not in an unsophisticated way, but in a sophisticated way, in a cold and calculated fashion.
Those words from the judge as he sentenced Dalia Dippolito to 16 years in prison.
The judge handed down his sentence less than an hour ago. This after a jury convicted Dippolito of trying to hire a hitman to kill her husband.
News Channel 5's Michelle Casada followed Dippolito's third trial and was there when the sentence was handed down. Michelle?
Well, Jay Kelly, it was a little bit of a roller coaster ride of emotions in the courtroom as the judge mentioned several sentences saying none of them were appropriate. The defense team was going for 24 months and then their second proposal would have been 48 months. And then the state was going after 30 years, a maximum sentence. The judge said neither one of those sentences were appropriate. He did consider the 20 years that Dippolito was sentenced during her first conviction in her first trial. That conviction was, of course, overturned. The judge saying today that sentencing Dippolito to 20 years would have been a punishment for her appeal and said he did not believe 20 years was appropriate either. Now, the judge, of course, did sentence her to 16 years, said he had two mitigating factors that helped him make that decision. He said he was taking into account that Dippolito did not have any prior criminal history before this charge and that she's been on house arrest for 8 years. Now, of course, he could not legally consider house arrest with this sentence. She is going to be getting credit for the 163 days she has spent in jail. And today, the state prosecutors were very happy with the verdict. They said with the sentence, they said that the sentence was just and that they respect what the judge decided. State Attorney Dave Ehrenberg even spoke out just a few moments ago.
We're going to be relentless in the pursuit of justice for the victims of Palm Beach County. And if that means we have to try a case 3 times, we will, because ultimately it's about doing justice for victims of crime. And that's what we did here today.
Now, Mike Dippolito's ex-husband, the victim in this case, did stand today, and the judge said he felt that Mike Dippolito's comments, that is, were very compelling to him. He reminded everyone that Mike Dippolito has been the victim in this case for 8 years, and he said he really resonated with some of Mike Dippolito's comments. Now, of course, we did talk to the defense team as well after this sentence was handed down. They have made plans to file for an appeal, and we'll have more information when that goes through. For now, that's all we have from the Palm Beach County Courthouse. Reporting live, Michelle Casada, WPTV News Channel 5.
Let me know what you guys think about this case. Please let me know in the comments below. If you'd like to follow me on social media, join up, become a Patreon member, or make a one-time donation to help the channel, all the descriptions are below. There's also a 15% discount code for the Crime Store if you're interested in that. And thank you all so much for watching and all of your support. Crime and Punishment has broken 100 subscribers. Thank you all, and I'll see you in the next video.